Alright guys, I've been cutting on this, cutting these pieces up. Y'all don't need to watch me cut it all up, do you? This is the Grenada Bug color. I'm going to cook it, then I'm going to put it in the vacuum chamber and clean it. Okay, get all the moisture and stuff out of it, and then we're going to shoot it. Alright, I get both of them back to about 325. We're going to shoot the molds. I got the molds in here already. Okay, and we'll go from there. Alright, be right back with you. Alright guys, got them cooked. Gonna head them in the vacuum chamber, got them clean. Anytime you reuse plastic and heat it back up and spin, even I put it in plastic bags, it doesn't matter. It gets moisture in it. Plastic draws moisture. How many of y'all ever stored your plastic baits in a 3600 or a 3700 plastic tackle box, and you put them in the little compartments, and then you go back at a later date, week or two, a month, had them on your boat, you open them, there's moisture inside your lid, you grab the baits, they feel wet. The plastic draws moisture. So even in those bags, believe it or not, there's moisture in them. So when you cook it, it gets all this fuzz and trash on it. And then after I put it in the vacuum chamber, it sucks all that off of it. We'll open them in a minute. Alright. Open this vise. We're going to see what we got here. Bam, that's in. That's it. Grenada Bug. It's close to a pumpkin seed, guys. It has a little bit more yellow tint to it. I do use pumpkin seed coloring, and I add a little yellow to it. So it has a little yellow side to the brown, as y'all can see that. Bellies are off-white. Okay. Isn't that pretty? It's not white. It's got just a little bit of pearl in it. This little bait, guys, will fool you. It's 1.25 inches long. Has that little swimming tail. Yeah, see that little tail? Works great. Alright, guys, y'all know the routine. 1 through 400. On Wednesday night, I'll do a random number draw. It gives us a number. We go see who got the closest to that number without going over the number. That's the criteria. If you go over the number, you're automatically out. And I'll comment to you, hey, you won this week. Email me your address. My email is _showmore, and I usually give it to you when I comment to you. Okay, just go ahead and email it to me. Some of y'all ask questions. Sometimes you comment to me, go, you need my address? Email me your address. I don't have to look for it. The last person, I spent 15-20 minutes just trying to find his address on my site, because if you ordered for me the last month, I can find it. So sometimes some of y'all haven't ordered since 8 months, a year. And I have to go back through a lot of orders to find it. I can't just type in your name, John Henry, and it pops up. I have to go back through the orders to find it, guys. Alright? So I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Somebody's going to win some of these, okay? And I'm going to send them to you. And you're going to catch fish with them. They work great. This is a great color. Many people that buy the Grenada color make comments back. They love the Grenada color, the creamy color, the slice color. Those have been hot selling for me. Don't forget about the hot tail colors. A lot of y'all been ordering the hot tail colors, right? They have a tail color like this. See? Alright. This is blue with the chartreuse tail. I sell a lot of the willow tails in the tail colors. That's what I'm going to be working on tomorrow. I've been doing some other stuff last couple of days. But I'm going to be in the shop the next 3 days. And that's what I'm going to make tomorrow. Willow tails in the tail colors. Also now I got the cricket and dual colors. Don't forget about that. Been selling a lot of those too. And the hanging judge, curly bill have been selling great. So y'all check them out if you haven't been on the site. There's 20 body shapes and over 80 colors. Appreciate each and every one of you. Hope you enjoy the catching. See y'all Wednesday night. Oh, you're not that big. Oh, you're not a bad one. Alright, guys. Not going to promise y'all any monsters in this video. Our water temperature went from I fished last Saturday, Sunday. Water was 65. Today it's 57. I would say it was 55 a couple minutes ago, but I knew that the transducer was still warm from sitting in the garage. I've only been out here a few minutes. And I found some. He's about 9.5. Found some sitting here on a stump. That's what I'm doing this time of year. As the water cools off, they're moving closer to the channel. It's channel's right here, and it rolls up to a little flat that runs across there. I'm in 15 foot. It's 20 foot right there. And they'll get on the edge of anything, any stumps or anything like that. So that's what we'll be looking for today. See if we can find some scattered stumps around the edge of the channel. All right. Well, he ain't very big. He's even the same size, small as the last one. Guys, the school came in. The school I was throwing at left. Yeah, they just left. And they went to my left here and went out through there somewhere. And as I was looking around, I found another school to the right of me. And they were moving some and they stopped. Behind me is a stump. There was nothing on it when I first started. That's the first thing I checked was that stump, because I've caught good fish off that stump. There was no fish on it. I looked backwards just now. It's behind me, like I said. I looked backwards and there's some fish on it now. They are moving a lot today. I can see it already. If they didn't like me throwing at them evidently or something, and they left. That tells me a couple things. It's not going to be easy fishing today. The wind's gotten up some too. If I could find a school of big fish, I'll be okay. Most of these seem to be about the same size, looks like, around 9 to, hopefully 9 to 11 inches. But I'm going to stay after them for a little bit because I've seen a couple of bigger marks in the school. Now this one feels smaller yet. Well, maybe not. Maybe he's starting to fight here now at the boat. He came like a wet rag at first. Maybe he didn't realize he was hooked. Oh, he's about the same size. He might make 10 inches. There's some marks in the school that look pretty decent. There's a lot of small ones on top. There's a couple marks down inside that look pretty decent. This is Grenada Bug sub. That's what I'm throwing. Trying to stay with the sub. Trying to stay something smaller because the bite is very tough. Most of the time when the fish are hard to catch, we've had the water temperature, like I said, it went from 65 to 57. When it does that, guys, that usually makes a tough bite. It rained here all day Thursday through Thursday night. And I mean, it rained hard. And it was only like 42, 44 degrees all day long. So I knew the water was going to be cooler. Usually once you have a little front like that and it gets cooler and it rains, it makes it tough till the fish adjust to it. To adjust to the watercolor change, which is a little bit, and they adjust to the water temperature drop. All right, guys, I got one off the other stump. He ain't very, well, that's a sunfish. Yep, pretty, but he's pretty, but he's not what I'm after. Bam. Bam. Oh, this might have some size to him. Yeah, running the stump field. Seeing a lot of fish moving around. I think that's the toughest part today, is finding a couple that's interesting, find a couple sitting still long enough when they're moving around. This time of year is some of the toughest fishing, and bass fishing too sometimes. But I know people here that are catching bass. The last couple of weeks have been doing well. Again, the weather has so much to do with it. Oh, shoot, that's a good fish. I wasn't even paying that much attention to him, guys, till I picked him up. The weather has so much to do with fishing. I know the moon phases do too, but the weather has so much to do with it, doesn't it? There you go, guys. He's probably 11 and a half, 11 and a quarter. That's a good fish. Okay, Grenada Bug. Grenada Bug sub. The little sub has been good the last couple of weeks. I've made quite a few videos with it, guys, and didn't plan that. I didn't plan on using the sub today. I started off, I threw one bait at School of Fish while I started. Nothing happened. They chased it, lick it. I said, okay. Tried another bait. Tried LC shad. Wouldn't even pay any attention to it. I thought, gotta go smaller. And I was digging around here, and I got a bait pile here on the floor, guys. I've used baits, and I picked up a sub in a Maverick color. That's the first one you've seen it. Caught, threw it over it, and one hit it. I went, well, gotta go smaller. I got digging through my baits. Tried a Tadpole Junior. Same thing. Lick it, chase it. Went back to this Grenada Bug sub and caught some. So I've been staying with it. This sub's got a good little tail. It moves real easy. See there? Moves really easy. You can rig it either way. This Grenada Bug color is great because we got some water to the color. That's why I was using Maverick too. Maverick's good some watercolor. The other one has been Aqua. The sales of these have picked up since I've been loading the videos of them. Some of y'all been buying them. You're not going to be disappointed. Great to be vertical jigged. Okay. Still, I'm gonna say this. Here it goes. Still, this month, my #1 selling bait so far this month's been the Willowtail. I sell a lot of Willowtails, guys. I'm telling you, because they catch fish. There's nothing fancy about them. It's that tail. The tail is tapered to small on both ends, so it doesn't take any water movement. If you just try to hold it still, it's gonna sit there and do this. If you're trying to hold it still, and that's what I think people are doing with it. They're long poling it. That's my guess. I've used it in many a way. Y'all see me make videos with it, with the Willowtail. It works fine. Okay, I caught some with it on the Halloween video, didn't I? All right, I got them laying here behind me. That was my backup today. I was going to use those. They're pumpkin seed with a pearl tail, but I was going to use those instead of using this for the porta catch. Whoa, wait a minute! I let that slip. Did I say this was a porta catch? Okay, I let that slip. This is a porta catch. Let's see if we can come up with another one. Bam. My God, they're not easy to catch. I'm 5-8 minutes sometimes between fish. So it's been a very tough day. Sub saved the day, I think. Oh, that's a decent fish. He's fat. He's probably 10.5. Nothing wrong with him. Bam. All right, guys. Took a while to find another one. Wow, heck, he got some size to him too. That's what's nice about it most times. If you find some bigger ones, usually they hang together, don't they? I started off on those, no, he's about the same size. He's a little smaller. I started off on those fish this morning. Bait came out of his mouth that were smaller, and most of them I caught there were 8.5, 9 inches. Bait's in the net. He's about 10.5, so there you go. Guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end this one. I'm still gonna fish, throw around a little bit. If I catch one at another spot, I might just stick him in front of it. I've done that before. Because I'm gonna start with another bait. Doing that for a reason. I've worked all this week. Today's Saturday. I've worked all week. Doing a replacement window job for another contractor. Sometimes I do that. I work with other contractors. And not done. So I know it might be Tuesday or Wednesday before we get done this week. Then they're calling for rain. So if I'm going to make y'all a video for Wednesday, I have none right now. And a porta catch for next Sunday, I need to get it done today. All right. This is again Grenada Bug color and the sub. It's 1.25 inches long. It's got a nice thick body and a good little flimsy tail, guys. So there you go. Y'all know the routine: 1 through 400. Put your number down. 1 through 400. And on Wednesday night we do a draw. And it's a random number draw. I filmed that. I load it on Thursday. Okay? Make sure you're a subscriber, guys. This is a subscriber giveaway. I'm doing this just to add people to my channel. #1. #2, I'm doing it to give y'all some baits that you might never put your hands on. When you order from me at Lake Country Baits, I always stick 5 or 6 odd body shapes, okay, and colors. If you order subs, I'm going to give you some Willowtails, maybe some swim baits. I made a bunch of prey baits up, done gave all them away, guys. I've had about, I don't know how many orders. I usually average, guys, I'm averaging 1 to 3 orders a day, so it don't take long. Sometimes through the weekend on Monday, I send out 6 or 8 where people order from Saturday and Sunday. So I go through those giveaway prey baits pretty fast. If I get a chance tomorrow, which I got leaves to get up, don't you know this time of year you get leaves up? Yeah. I'll make some more, okay? See if I can't put them back in it, because it gives you a chance to fish that prey bait too. Appreciate everybody. Appreciate you subscribing. Appreciate you watching. For all y'all that buy from Lake Country Baits, thank you so much. See y'all next time.